to the Kitchen Gypsy. So today we're gonna make hot wings, homemade hot wings. So if you have the Super Bowl coming up or anything, this is a nice healthy recipe. So we're gonna I got all drumlets, and we're gonna start off with our wet ingredients. So I did 1/4 cup of the Louisiana hot sauce. I did 1 tablespoon of the garlic goodness and 1 tablespoon of honey, just to give it a different flavor. I also, for our dry ingredients, I have 1 tablespoon of all shit, and yes, that's what it's called. And I have 2 tablespoons of sweet cream butter. So this is going to be pretty easy. So for right now, we're not going to put any of these ingredients in here. We're going to first cook the chicken, and we're going to set this on high. And we're going to throw our chicken in. And the reason I put the chicken in here like this first is because I want the fat to render down, and it's going to go right through all the little holes. So a lot of that fat is going to be drained, so you don't have to worry about that. And even though the recipe does call for butter in it, that's okay, because once we go from here, we're actually going to take it, season it, and then we're going to finish it off in the grill so it has that nice crunchy texture. And any butter that's on there is actually going to drip into the pan as well. So while that's doing that, let's go ahead and start off with these ingredients, because we do want to cook them up. So these are the wet ingredients that I just spoke about. And let's go ahead and turn some heat on. Okay, so now that our timer has gone off, we're gonna take our chicken and throw it into our sauce. And we're just gonna let that marinate. And while that's doing that, I'm just gonna go ahead and plug our grill in, because it won't take long to heat up. We just want to get them nice and marinated. Make sure it's all covered. Chicken is already cooked all the way. All we're looking for at this point is to add the flavor and to get a nice crisp on it.
No, you can just continue.
Okay, so we just want to make sure that the chicken has as much flavor as we can get on it. Why is that not on yet?
It is, it's warm.
Oh, okay. So as soon as that turns red, then we can go ahead and put our chicken on. And even though, like I said, even though this had some butter in it, it's all gonna drip into that. And we can see it's now starting to turn. So just momentarily, we'll be able to put it on. In the meantime, we're just letting this marinate. Okay, so one of the reasons why I cooked it the way I did in here is, one, a lot of the grease is in the water right here, so you already have half the grease gone. And when you cook it like this, it retains more moisture and it stays nice and juicy. And we are ready to start putting it on. And from here, it's not going to take much longer. We're just looking for a nice little crisp. And I I made a small pack today just to show you, but you can always make more if you have a party, but this is like, you know, just to play with the recipe. And you can hear the sizzle on there. And you also want to save whatever's in here, because you're going to want to continue, at some point you're going to want to take a scoop and just add a little bit more, and you can double dip because it's already cooked all the way, so you're not worried about contaminating any of the food. It's pretty much, if you wanted to eat it like this, you could, but if you want to hear that sizzle.
What if you don't have one of those grill pots? What would you use instead?
Well, if you didn't have one of these, then they have like cast irons that have the little ridges, and anything that has a ridge that will allow the grease to drip will work.
Well, that looks delicious. What if you don't have one of those grill pots? What would you use instead?
Well, if you didn't have one of these, then they have like cast irons that have the little ridges, and anything that has a ridge that will allow the grease to drip will work.
Well, that looks delicious.
Thank you. It smells amazing. So basically, you want to take a fork and slide it underneath. If it comes up, then it's ready to be turned. And that one came up, so it's good. And you see how you have that nice crisp. Yeah, that's looking good. Okay, so we'll do a double. And this is our finished product. We got nice